The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold. Tulsi Gabbard. Barack Hussein Obama, have you heard of him? And except for the fact that he gets shielded by the press for his entire life. That's the one they... Look, he's guilty. It's not a question. You know, I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason. This was every word you can think of.
Remember when they gave that speech, when he gave a speech on television, and everybody was like, this. Mm-hmm. And then they go, it kind of just went away.
It was one of the most beautiful moments in modern American history. People really actually stood up and stopped a war from happening.
Barack Obama worked hard to make people think he was a super cool president. But Joe Rogan and President Donald Trump just tore that idea apart like kids ripping open a papaya. They said his fancy words and promises were like a big show with no real results. It's not just teasing, it's like they're pulling back the curtain to show what was really going on. No fluff, just straight up truth, told with a big punch.
Can I get a glass of water? I'm serious. I'm thirsty. Can I get a glass of water? This is not a prank. You never seen it?
No.
Oh my God, it's amazing. It's amazing.
No.
He gets a glass of Flint tap water, and I swear to God, he drinks it like this.
Problem is solved?
Bullshitting the world. Watch this.
Can I get some water? I really did need a glass of water. This is not a stunt.
Usually when something isn't a stunt, you have to say
It's
that.
100% a stunt. When was the last time a president stopped a speech to ask, can I get a glass of water?
He's there. He's guilty. See, this was treason. This was every word you can think of. They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election. They did things that nobody's ever even imagined, even in other countries.
It's there. He's guilty. This was treason. Those, again, very strong words from the President of the United States.
Nothing says I'm in charge like a guy who disappeared faster than a popsicle on a hot day. Barack Obama gave us 8 years of awesome speeches, but not so awesome job numbers now. Joe Rogan and President Donald Trump are teaming up like superheroes to call him out. It's a duo you didn't expect, but now you can't stop watching.
Barack Hussein Obama is the ringleader. Hillary Clinton was right there with him, and so was Sleepy Joe Biden. And so were the rest of them. Comey, Clapper, the whole group. And they tried to rig an election, and they got caught. And then they did rig the election in 2020. And then because I knew I won that election by a lot, I did it a third time, and I won in a landslide. Every swing state, won the popular vote. But I won that all the same way in 2020. And look at the damage that was caused.
Joe Rogan starts by looking back at Obama's time in office, wondering how someone could make doing okay seem so amazing. Obama could read speeches like a movie star, but behind the scenes, his plans were falling apart like a bad school play. Rogan doesn't just laugh, he digs into the puzzle. How could everyone love a guy who left so many dreams half done and changes that didn't really happen?
What? They would never do that. They would have water ready for him. No, you bring a fucking water on stage with you.
You'd think winning a big peace prize would mean you made peace. Not before starting fights from the sky, but for Obama, rules didn't seem to matter. Rogan says it plain, Obama rode a wave of being super popular while not doing much, and the news, they acted like he was a superhero, ignoring promises he didn't keep. Like closing a big prison called Guantanamo Bay.
President Trump shared an AI-generated video on Truth Social Sunday depicting the arrest and imprisonment of former President Barack Obama. The video opens with a montage of Obama and other Democrats that no one is above the law.
No one, especially the president, is above the law.
No one is above the law.
No one is above the law.
No one is above the law.
Nobody is above the law.
No one is above the law. Nobody is above the law.
No one.
After that, the song YMCA kicks in as a fake video shows Obama getting arrested by FBI agents with Trump smiling beside him. He's then depicted in an orange jumpsuit sitting in a jail cell.
Then comes Trump, not the TV guy, but the president right now. He's not here to be nice, he's like a bulldozer with a lot of energy. If Obama was all about looking smooth and vague, Trump is the opposite, ready with proof. He doesn't bother with polite talk. He wants to know how Obama could promise to be open but end up with secret spy programs. That shocked even the experts. He wonders how Obama could talk about bringing people together, but left everyone arguing like a big family fight, while Obama seemed untouchable. Trump grabs the microphone and calls him out. He laughs at Obama saying sorry to other countries, giving them tons of money and still being called a great leader. It's like giving your lunch to a bully and everyone saying you're generous. Rogan wonders if world leaders saw Obama as smart or just too soft. The answer isn't pretty.
The post comes days after Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard announced plans to refer former Obama administration officials to the Justice Department for prosecution, accusing them of fabricating intelligence about Russian interference in the 2016 election. She reiterated those accusations on Fox News this weekend.
Maria, the implications of this are frankly nothing short of historic. Over 100 documents that we released on Friday really detail and provide evidence of how this treasonous conspiracy was directed by President Obama just weeks before he was due to leave office.
It's not just about what Obama did, it's about the show he put on. He could talk about healthcare without explaining the price. He could talk about race but not admit things got worse under him. Rogan makes fun of Obama's cool playlists, selfies with stars, and fake charm. He was like a president and a celebrity all at once. But tweets don't fix money problems. Trump jumps in, saying Obama acted like he wasn't part of the mess. The Middle East got super messy while he was in charge, but he always blames someone else. It's like saying you care about the planet while flying a private jet. And when it came to tech companies, Obama was their best friend, letting them build a world where everyone's watched all the time. Trump, with no filter, speaks straight to the point. He asks how people can love a guy whose team spied on reporters, used secret agencies like they were buddies, and acted like nothing went wrong. The guy who shouted about fairness was super close with spy groups. Rogan talks about all the mistakes, like the tax people picking on certain groups or veterans not getting good care. Obama's time in office feels like a playlist of songs you'd never want to hear again. Obama gave everyone a voice and said, "Good luck," but instead of bringing people together, everyone got mad and split into groups. Trump says being a leader isn't about being charming, it's about getting stuff done. While Obama talked about America struggling with a smile, Trump says struggling is something you choose, and he's not choosing it. Love him or hate him, Trump says what he means and pushes forward.
It's fun because things are actually happening. Very different than most of the time when people get elected.
And I will shut down the Federal Department of Education, and we will move everything back to the state.
Most of the time when people get elected, they claim all these things when they're running for president. Then they get into office and not much changes.
Individualize education and do it with the love for their children.
And in fact, a lot of what they campaigned on, they don't practice at all. Great example is the Obama administration. The Hope and Change website had to be changed because there was a bunch of stuff in there about whistleblowers.
I don't think Mr. Snowden was a patriot. I called for a thorough review of our surveillance operations before Mr. Snowden made these leaks. My preference would have been for a lawful, orderly examination of these laws.
Protecting whistleblowers, which they didn't do at all. There was one of the worst administrations for whistleblowers.
As the teasing goes on, Rogan says Obama handled problems like a magician hiding tricks. Scandals like Fast and Furious, Benghazi, and Veterans Care were swept away. While the news asked about his music tastes, it was a time when talk was bigger than action, and Rogan doesn't let it go. Trump finishes with a super sharp point. History won't care about Obama's cool clothes. It'll remember the slow economy, the foreign mistakes, and the messy government he left behind. Charm doesn't change facts. All the fake moments are out in the open like a bad picture. The story's not done, there's more to find, more to laugh at, and more to question. When you take away the fancy speeches and smiles, what's left? Isn't hope, it's just empty promises, and the fun's just getting started.
I authorize armed forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya in support of an international effort
to protect Libyan civilians.
As the roast gets even hotter, Rogan kicks things up a notch. Talking about Obama's big red line in Syria, he made a big promise, pointed a finger, and then did nothing when it was broken. Rogan says it's like telling your dog you'll take it for a walk but just eating ice cream instead. Billions of dollars were sent to other countries in secret, like a sneaky movie plot. All for diplomacy, and what did we get? Promises that disappeared faster than Obama's campaign. Slogans. Trump rolls his eyes so hard you can almost hear it. If trust was money. Obama spent it all trying to impress countries that didn't even like us.
Use the volume and go full screen.
What you know now, do you wish you had a third term? You know what? If I could make an arrangement where I had a stand-in, a front man or front woman, and they had an earpiece in, and I was just in my basement in my sweats looking through the stuff, and then I could sort of deliver the lines, but somebody else was doing all the talking and ceremony, I'd be fine with that.
We know he wasn't really running the country.
Yeah.
We used to think he was actually running the country, and now they're like, no, he didn't even see those executive orders. That was all auto pen.
Rogan keeps going, joking that Obama was already planning his big library before he fixed anything worth remembering. His presidency wasn't just leading, it was like a long commercial. With the news acting like his biggest fans, Rogan laughs that people act like Obama did amazing things. Even though his healthcare website crashed like a kid's laptop during a test, Trump, super direct, says what he got after Obama wasn't a fresh start, it was a mess wrapped in fancy words. The news acted like Obama was perfect, but he caused a lot of the problems they later blamed on Trump. Rogan calls out the weird focus on Obama's cool style, like the country needed a fashion model instead of a strong leader.
Obama went on stage and he roasted Trump.
Donald Trump is here tonight.
And one of the lines he said to Trump, he said, I'm one thing that you'll never be, which is the president of the United States.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
And you could see Trump in his head going, okay, I'm going to run now. That one moment where Obama was talking shit to him might be the reason why Trump was like, I'll show you.
Obama once went on stage and made fun of Trump, saying, I'm something you'll never be, president. He even joked that Trump running for president was like a big prank. You could see Trump thinking, oh, I'll show you. Rogan wonders how anyone could watch Obama talk so smoothly while Jobs went to other countries and still call that leading, if talking well was enough. Every motivational speaker would run the country. Trump laughs at leading from behind, a phrase so weak it could have been Obama's slogan. He wasn't leading, he was just talking about America's problems, while other leaders showed strength. Obama said sorry, while enemies got stronger. He made groups that couldn't even agree on a leader. It was like leading a school project that never got finished. Rogan chuckles because when things got tough, Obama didn't fix the fight, he just gave everyone something to fight about. Trump points out the school system got worse under Obama, and fixing it means facing the truth, not saying catchy phrases. As they keep taking apart Obama's shiny image, it's clear this roast isn't stopping soon. There's more to dig up, more fake stuff to burn, and more history to unpack. The news tried to make Obama's time look perfect, but Rogan and Trump are turning it into a big laugh, one joke at a time.